Good late afternoon, people. Sunday, 9/17/2017. It's one of those rainy afternoons that by the time we got home from Eureka Springs, Arkansas, where my son got married, yay, congratulations, Bradley and Allie. Had a wonderful time. I said I'd try to do something. Excuse me. The rain we drove through kind of made me tired, but I'm going to try to get through this and stay up the entire day without taking a nap. So I'll maybe have a good night tonight. But what I was thinking of over this weekend, if I can get it to do it, goodness. I know I asked this question at first. Alright? But you're supposed to see the flip side of things. My original question was who got blamed for the things the Emerys did? Who got sent to prison wrongly for crimes of the Emerys? Alright, turn that around a second. And I may have mentioned it in a post, but I forgot about it if I did. What if the cops are looking at it like, here's 3 old guys that one of them had some kind of thing prior, but no arrest. Okay. What if they just want to close up a bunch of old cases to bring closure to families? They could pin a bunch of stuff on these old gents. They're looking at it like, well, they're old. How much longer are they going to last? Well, seriously, they could last another 20 years, you know. Somebody mentioned about keeping them, the upkeep. That's cruel. We're not supposed to be cruel people. Okay? You're supposed to love your enemies. You're supposed to. Okay? I know it can be difficult. So then I thought, and typed this before I left, of all these people over the course of 50 years, right? They lived in that house for 50 years. All these different people, okay? For instance, Jehovah's Witnesses, Girl Scouts, a mailman, paper boy or girl. And nobody ran away from that house screaming down the street. Old man Emery tried to touch me you know where. Because some of these require contact, as you know. When Jehovah's Witnesses rings your bell or knocks on your door, if you answer, even if you answer through a crack in the door, or you've got the chain on the door, and you only speak out the door, you don't want any kind of too much going on. The mailman doesn't so much require contact. Okay? But a Girl Scout selling cookies does. And at one point or another, someone's going to have to pay the paper boy. Right? Nobody's running off down the street screaming that any one of those gents, old boys, whatever you want to call them, got out of the way with them, was inappropriate with them, you know, where are those? You'd think that there would be a stack and a half of reports against someone like that. And I even heard on one of the newscasts, the neighbors actually thought they were just strange old guys that lived there. Well, why didn't they bring it up somewhere? As soon as they got that thought straightened out in their mind. Oh, wait a minute. I think they're strange. What do I think they're so strange about? Because they don't go anywhere? Because they don't put out Christmas lights? Because why? Come on. What made them so strange that someone would say that on a news clip? All right? And I'm sure some of you know, some of you are old and wise enough to realize the looks of those stairs. And yes, I did link someone somewhere. I don't know what I did with them now. Those stairs were steep. And there were 2 sets of them. From the street level. And then there was a landing. And then some more steps up to the porch. Or to the door. I do wish I had those pictures up here right now. Okay? Now, that may not set into your mind a whole bunch of stuff to help you and put a new spin on it for you. Or it may not inspire you. But I do wish somebody would come up with something concrete against them, instead of watching another thing spiral out of control. Because if you pay attention to the Innocence Project, there's a lot of people that have been assigned guilt that project is getting off the hook for this, that, and the other, and mainly it's DNA evidence. When's this country going to stop putting the wrong ones to death? You can look up the Innocence Project. It's very simple to use a search engine. It takes no rocket scientist. And don't worry about your spelling. Most search engines that I've ever used will offer you corrections for your misspelling, so don't even let that worry you. I'd like to see somebody do something to make sure that justice is what prevails here, not emotions. Okay, not hysteria, not anger. I would like to see justice prevail, because justice is what's supposed to prevail, not all this other stuff. So back to what I was saying. In the 50 years that these brothers occupied that property, why isn't there a stack and a half worth of reports against them from first one direction and then another? You can't live somewhere in a town or a city and not get random, uninvited visits. Unless you have no solicitor or no peddler sign up on your house. And I've seen those. There used to be a couple of them on the block that I lived. Okay? But this is spinning out in the way that they never had any contact whatsoever. And it may have, yeah, it was a while back that the one had his hospital job. Okay? When you have a job, though, you're not reclusive. And there are reasons why older people stop seeing this one and that one, if they're friends or family. Part of it's called I ate too damn bad to go up and down stairs, to get in a cab, or to make my way to my car out back. I could barely see to drive anyway. What business do 79 to 81-year-old guys really have doing behind the wheel? I'm not saying that they don't do okay. I'm not saying they don't do outstanding. But maybe for their particular purpose, getting in and out of a vehicle was painful. Or they just knew too many people that had already died before them, and they really didn't have anybody left. Why does everybody want to jump on the bandwagon that, oh, they're reclusive? They didn't see anyone. They refused to see everyone. You can't be reclusive and abuse someone at the same time. That's a social. You're having a social. Even if it's one person, you're social. Okay? I would like to see some intelligence get a hold of this thing and really do a knock-down, drag-out job of it. Is what I'd love to see. And I'm charging my notepad because I had it off too long this weekend, because I had a link up that I'm going to add to this bunch of info that's being collected here that I hope does someone some good somewhere. I've always shared info. I'm not going to just collect it and keep it all to myself. If it's something I think it's worth it, I'm going to pass it on. I don't care what some people think about it. Why should I care what they think about what I share, what I don't? That's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? You're trying to help this bad stuff go away. You want the bad in the world to end so that the good can keep on and get everyone happy. Don't you? Okay, well, I'm going to cut this short. Thanks for listening.